You are live on the mic stream. According to YouTube, I am the nefarious Mike A. Sims. I am here next to the Overlord, Brian Peoples. Yeah, you look ridiculous.
Yeah.
I, I guess it is landing. He just
Smug.
is as you can see, he's a curator for the local everything. The local everything.
It's not local. It's not.
Sorry, you're right.
Worldwide.
Yes. So yeah, we are about to do a live stream. I'm about to, cue it all up. You guys know the drill. I'm about to do a live stream of Why Did I Like It? Today we're actually going to let me just share this feed because I know some of you baby birds would like to learn what I do and do not like, as is the case for this show. I'm vamping in real time because I'm doing something while I'm posting the link. So both of the people that look at my feed is like can see me and the Overlord. Glasses came off, so I guess it's business. Look, listen live. No, watch live. Watch what happens live. Can we say that? Okay. And he's the first person to come into the pit. And we have left off. Okay, so oh my goodness, the first thing that I just saw as I sent that was a interesting video that I'm not gonna go to. Okay. All right. So now let me start up the actual recording. Look, nobody.
I've already committed to. I'm just doing all visual bits the whole time.
Oh, okay, good.
It's great to be here, Mike.
Yeah, I guess it's like. I mean, I guess I can appreciate the effort that's going into that. All right, so, okay, so let's get to it. You guys know how we usually start out with this. It's that I vamp for a little bit while I figure out the camera. But guess what? Today I have an expert with me, as you can tell by the turtleneck and the leather jacket. Let's start. How do you just? All right, and now we are actually recording. Brian, please say hello.
Hey.
All right. I am the nefarious Mike A. Sims. This is the Overlord that I've made multiple references to. Brian Peoples, he is the producer of Why Did I Like It? He's usually found chopping down my episodes, cutting out anecdotes that say that I care. Anything with love and tenderness is
this one won't be edited at all.
Oh, good. Want to tell us what we're doing today, Brian?
Unless it's to my advantage. Charlie Brown's Christmas.
That's right. We're gonna do Charlie Brown in all of his glory. Since we are streaming this live right now on YouTube, and for both of you who are watching us, thank you. The rest of you who missed it, we will never post it, so you'll never see it. So I hope when you go home, no, don't stop the podcast. I hope when you go home, you think about what you've done and what you have missed out on in this fantastic moment of history. Thank you. But yeah, so Brian, a little bit of backstory about Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown is a sad boy, and nothing ever goes right for him. He's more of a cautionary tale than he is a cartoon. It's really upsetting to watch. I can't think of a time where I've ever walked away from a Charlie Brown cartoon and thought, I'm really glad we did this. I feel so... It's been an uplifting time. This is why I edit. I'm gonna sound so good after this.
Wow.
No one's even gonna hear this part. It's crazy.
It's gonna be me. It's gonna be silence. And then we giggle like, what's he laughing at?
Yeah. But the truth is, I really don't remember much of Charlie Brown. I remember the stereotypes of each character. The little dirty boy. There was the lesbians. I mean, I don't know.
I think the dirty one was black.
The girl he liked, wasn't it the girl he liked that was always picking on him?
No, that was the one who, that's a Hey Arnold. I don't think we saw the one he liked. Honestly, I don't remember. Maybe it was the one who picked on me. He liked. Was it Lucy? I don't think it was
Lucy. Yeah, I don't know if he liked her or not.
Well,
the adults, they didn't. Yeah,
which adults do sound like in real life.
That's true.
Even me. My son said something the other day, and I said, "Wah wah." I do like that. I Charlie Brown's a cautionary tale, though. So all of you who just beware. But yeah, I think the end result of Charlie Brown was death. No, the end result of Charlie Brown.
Nothing good ever happened for him.
Yeah, basically. So we're gonna, on that bright positive note, we're gonna watch a Charlie Brown Christmas, or Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown, or What's It to You, Charlie Brown. What's it called? A Charlie Brown holiday.
Couldn't tell you.
So it doesn't. I don't think it matters at this point. A Charlie Brown Christmas. Now, of course, because YouTube and copyright laws and the FBI. When I was younger, I don't know if you remember this, Brian, but there would always be this disclaimer in bright red with like white lettering. It was huge block letters. It would say the FBI will come after you if you copyright any of this movie.
And they did.
It did. They really did.
I spent most of my youth in prison.
For Airbud 2. Not even Airbud. Brian was in jail for Airbud 2. Sat in the back of the theater with a talk boy, and he recorded the whole movie. He played it to his class. The FBI
A talk boy? A yak back?
Yes.
We're of slightly different eras, but a talk boy.
A yak back, which was 5-second increments. It was
It was basically a recorder that didn't work. Just play back a little too fast.
That's what a yak back was, right?
Yeah, it was a parrot.
Yeah, okay. But I remember it being very short. Like
it was only obnoxious. There was nothing else to really do with that other than bother people.
So imagine having to listen to an entire movie through Brian's yak back. An entire movie through his yak back, which is not fair, not only to the students.
As it happens, I often edit at a double speed, so it really is like listening to yak back for 11 hours straight.
You know what? I think so. I think somewhere in there's a lesson about life and perseverance and following your dreams.
It's all getting cut. It doesn't matter.
All right, good. Not from YouTube. Hope you guys are enjoying this nonsense. We are going to watch this at some point.
Yeah, do we have it?
Yeah, I have it right here. I just downloaded it from Apple Plus. If you too would like to be sad by the woes of Charlie Brown, you can find this on Apple TV Plus. Before we hop into it, I know that we've already said whatever, but this is the special Christmas episode. If you're watching us on YouTube, I'm actually wearing a Christmas sweater. Brian, if you're not listening, if you're not watching, you're listening. I'm wearing a Christmas sweatshirt actually with Mickey on it. Very festive. I'm wearing plaid pants. I look fantastic. Brian is wearing a black leather jacket indoors. A turtleneck also still indoors. He did have glasses on, but he did forego the glasses for a scowl. So Brian, we'll
come back on. Yeah, I was shooting for arrogance and basically to assert dominance. It's reading a little feminine, I think, on the screen with the soft lighting. I'm not appreciating this at all. But
see, but that's because we're a progressive show, so everyone on this show is feminine.
Charge through.
Let's see. So, Brian, very quickly before we hop into this, some couple questions. You were in Los Angeles, obviously by your outfit, you can tell.
I was in Los Angeles,
and now
for quite a few years.
How many?
And I'm back begrudgingly. About 7 years I was in Los Angeles.
But begrudgingly, expand on that.
My return is begrudging.
Okay.
I was disenchanted with Los Angeles.
Gotcha.
I found that it was, today it's 72 degrees. It's December. I wasn't planning on a biography.
Thank you for tuning in for Los Angeles weather.
That's if you're wondering what the weather was yesterday.
But okay, all jokes aside, you say you were disenchanted. Was it? I mean, okay, now you went out there to become a podcast. An audio engineer.
It's
guys, I'm trying to get the audience to know you.
Interview stuff. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Yeah, I went out to work in TV and film, and I did that for a bit. And luckily, podcast became a viable career option. And I did that, and it worked out. And then I went out on my own, and I have wonderful talents like this, where we talk about slinkies and shit, and
that's right.
Why we might like them.
I guess you've got this as a family show, but sure, we'll let that S word drop in.
Yeah.
There.
Oh, sure.
Again. But yes, so okay, as you said, you found your greatest success in the podcasting world. Just for those, like again, since we're introducing you to the audience for the first time, can you name your 2 highest profile podcasts? Or can you? Is there an NDA involved, or can you say?
Shows I'm currently working on are not as big as shows that I have in the past, but the Puberty podcast is a big one out there.
Okay.
I also have the Second Shift, which is more business oriented, variety shows.
And the
shows coming out soon.
Puberty podcast is about
puberty. Starring Dr. Cara Natterson. She's the author of The Care and Keeping of You. You might know her from that. A pediatrician. Vanessa Kroll Bennett, sister of the infamous Nick Kroll.
Oh.
And wife to Roger Bennett, if anyone knows Men in Blazers, I think is a show. It's a very popular one in the UK. I think it's about soccer. And that's why
No.
we don't know it.
I was going to say, it sounds familiar. I am an Anglophile. You guys know that. I do listen to a lot of British talk shows, podcasts, and YouTubers for some reason. So that's awesome. Sister of Nick Kroll, but it sounds like she's a force in her own right. So this is who's here. I know you guys, as I said before, have heard me make mention of him and hacking together our show. But all kidding aside, we have come a long way since our days in college, where we would waste time talking about nothing for hours. So now we're wasting time talking about nothing for 4 hours.
Half hour.
Half hour. Yes. That's growth. All right, so let's seriously get into this show. I know that we've been vamping for a little bit, and you guys, you don't come here for the personalities. You come here for takes on shows and things you don't remember, like Superhuman Samurai, Cyber Squad, and Power Rangers, and all that good stuff. So what we're gonna do, like I said before, is gonna play this from Apple TV Plus. We're gonna, of course, have the headphones in. If you're streaming, you can watch us watch it, which is always good. For those of you who've ever been in love, you've watched people sleep. I've never done that because I don't love anyone but myself. For those of you who haven't been in love, you'll find that person someday. And if you don't, oh well, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Just like me, I feel like someday maybe I'll change the world. Maybe I'll be that guy who brings about this great, impactful moment to someone's life. Or maybe I won't. And it's okay. Either way, I honestly don't care. Like, just whatever, whatever. I already have a son. I feel like that's good enough. You know what I mean? Mine already has that leather jacket. I feel like that's way better. All right.
It's a lot.
Okay, seriously, how are you not hot in that?
Oh, it's already playing?
Oh,
I'm kind of hot.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay, so it went right into it because I forgot. Okay, so I have AirPods now. It's a lot of Apple stuff going on. And when you have AirPods, if you put them in your ear, they automatically sense that you're alive, so they just start playing.
It looks like anime. Was Charlie Brown anime?
I think so.
I think it was. Okay, Charlie Brown was anime.
I literally almost did something that would have gotten me canceled. I don't know why that just popped into my head, and I think you guys can confirm what that was. That's right.
I don't know, and I really want to know now.
It's never good to do an impersonation of another culture if you're not from that culture.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where I was going with
we
that.
learned that recently on the show.
Yeah. Wait, what is... Oh, let me turn this up because it sounds like... So it's starting out right now. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it's actually a very popular Christmas song now. The actual theme from the Charlie Brown Christmas movie is usually played.
They're all skating a lot closer to each other than they need to, and with very little heart.
Well, it's a pond. I mean,
Sure. The pond looked a little bit bigger than they were taking advantage of.
That's true. I mean, this is back in the whatever time it is. So you didn't, because if you moved too far away from other kids, you were immediately kidnapped, like all the time. People, okay, I don't know if you noticed this, Brian. People always like, oh, back when in the 70s and 80s, we used to ride our bikes to kids' houses. But weren't those kids always getting kidnapped?
Yeah, that's when I think kidnapping started. Was the 70s.
Honestly, you guys think we joke, but I believe that's the truth.
Charlie already with a look of absolute horror on his face.
What is he
really nothing going on yet?
I also think
this
is a Latin.
We got Spanish subtitles.
Sorry, guys, I have to switch the subtitles. Oh. Okay, his name is.
That's fine. The speaking is in English.
All right. So Linus is taking. So we started off, like Brian said, Charlie Brown just looking bummed for no reason, just cause. And his best friend was like, Charlie Brown, you suck. In a nutshell, he said more, and it was a little bit more nuanced, but that's really what he's getting to. Snoopy is like, Brian, what is he doing? What?
I don't know. He's showboating and making a real scene on the ice, and everyone's getting on board with it, but it's just, I don't get Snoopy personally.
Oh, me neither.
He's the kind of can do no wrong character but also doesn't have any real redeeming qualities outside of that. It's just there's nothing to cling to.
No.
I'm not emotionally invested in Snoopy at all.
No. Physically invested, yes. Emotionally, no. Charlie, this is such a bum. I hate Charlie.
The music is devastating, by the way.
Seriously, I feel like we're watching a funeral. Like a little boy just came back and was told, your father is dead.
And I can't stress enough that nothing has happened yet.
No. no. That well, Brian was taking Snoopy to task for just kind of existing. Charlie Brown just decided to walk up to a mailbox for some reason, just expecting that people gave him something for Christmas, like a Christmas card. Did you send anything, Charlie Brown? Did you send anything out? You know what? Okay, I gotta calm down because wow.
All right. So, okay. Interesting. Charlie really bringing it on himself so far. Walks right up to a girl. Thanks for the Christmas card. She says, I didn't send one. Yeah. Well,
Charlie Brown also just kind of going around picking at people for not like Snoopy reading a newspaper and eating bones for not sending him a Christmas card, like Brian just said. But I will say that is that feminism we just saw? This is the most pointless movie. It's like
eat,
5 seconds in.
eating snowflakes.
These kids are all just a drag. I don't remember being this negative with my friends when I was younger. I feel like we were watching WWE, we were watching Monday Night Raw. We were eating Hot Pockets all the time. There was never any parents around. And I feel like Mountain Dew was extreme.
They really did forget to have that sort of upbeat character to offset things. Everybody has the tone of,
Exactly. It's like being okay. I don't know if you guys. I don't know what the average age of our listeners is, but if you were around the scene back in the day where everybody was bummed out, there's at least one person in the scene, the emo, pop punk, whatever you want to call it, who at least seemed happy to be there, while everyone else was lamenting about the fact that things were terrible. This is imagine an emo scene with no one having fun, and they're all just questioning each other. Like it's just like, what are you doing? What makes you want to throw a snowball?
snow stops abruptly and falling the entire time. As he's walking away, even snow mid-fall is now gone.
Which is, I mean, that's an animator being like, you know what, this is bumming me out. And stop. Okay, hold on. I never realized this is great. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry.
Rant time.
Okay, it really is because I have this. This has been something that I've noticed from back in the day, and I never actually had a chance to zero internet. Charlie Brown, like most kids in these kind of this childlike euphoria, they'll have lemonade stands, they'll sell Girl Scout cookies, they'll sell something like a rock collection. Charlie Brown's friend Lucy is selling psychiatric help for 5 cents. What kind of weird, like depressing, sad moment is that where it's like, you know what? I don't know what I can sell for these kids, but this whole neighborhood is just bumming me out. So I'm gonna sell them someone to listen to.
And more than that, I feel like Lucy is really a huge source of Charlie's psychiatric trouble. So this is like a real
Vicious cycle.
yeah, she's like playing cards on the what is that game? Free Card Monty.
Yeah. just
scam artist.
She's clearly the architect of his despair and is profiting. I mean, mightily 5 cents back in the 50s might as well be $1,000 now, because I feel like movies cost a nickel. Movies are now $26. So psychiatric help for $26 after she, as Brian pointed out, is messing with him emotionally, because I think Lucy's the same one who holds the football for him to kick it and moves it every single time.
That's exactly right.
Lucy also gave him her friend's number, and when Charlie texted her friend, the friend never hit her back. And then when he called the friend said, "Who is this? I don't know, Lucy." And she said, "Mike, listen, I told you your friend, I mean, Charlie, sorry. Charlie, listen, your friend."
This is a real story.
Your friend is not interested in you. And you know what? If Kelly ever thinks that I'm gonna, forget about Charlie Brown. Kelly, why didn't you hit me back, girl? I'm joking. That's not really the story. But she really is the architect of his demise, and it really is like crazy to think that I never put that together. That she just like tortures him and torments him relentlessly. And then is like, hey man, you need to calm down, Charlie Brown.
And to your earlier point, it doesn't really seem like anybody has parents in this show.
No.
They're just out in the snow. They could have easily fallen into the pond. They're psychologically torturing each other, and oh boy, it's early. Let's let it roll.
I will say that is the most Gen Z thing: psychological torture and falling into ponds. So maybe they were ahead of their time. All right, going back to it. Paying advance to a can, 5 cents. How is Charlie Brown just whipping out 5 cents like it's nothing? That's crazy in movies when it's like, I need $200 and they whip out $200. No one ever goes to the ATM. They always have cash on them. Lucy is now she got Charlie Brown's 5 cents. Charlie Brown is 5 cents. I can't. Why do we pick this? The sad music from the beginning is playing throughout, and it's making me so upset. Now, we're at a
Mm.
point where Lucy is straight up saying, "Who is this?" Okay, who is Charlie Brown for? Let's like Brian. Who do you think this is for?
Oh wow. Oh wow.
She just gets some real deep psychological insight into like people that I know who are in their 40s have this kind of emotional trauma that she just described about Charlie Brown. This is crazy.
I really think this was meant to be genuinely relatable to people in the 60s that were just without parents and torturing each other, and there was really no silver lining to life.
Just say psychopaths.
A whole generation. I mean, not far off from Bill Burr's depiction in
Efforts for family.
F is for Family.
Great
Yeah,
show.
it's really just you're left to your own devices, nothing really goes right, and there's no resolution at the end. It's just onward and upward. Good luck to you.
Just slowly trudging through a horrible life.
Okay. Charlie is sort of self-assigning himself as the Christmas director.
Yeah, because that's what you need. Somebody sad at the top, because that's never backfired in any situation. Did Lucy like him? I will say this. It's time for time for some information, baby birds. Big Eagle Mike's about to break you off of something. Charlie Brown is actually based on the life of Charles Schultz, the guy who actually created Peanuts. Peanuts is the name of the entire comic strip that Charlie Brown is based on, which basically was a reenactment of Charles Schultz's life. He did like a girl with red hair, and that was like his childhood crush and never gave him the time of day. So of course, like any other healthy, emotionally, mature man, he made an entire series based on a chick who never gave him the time of day.
It was his life's work.
Listen, buddy, I got rejected like 30 times last week.
If I
Get
have
over
to
it.
suffer, you all have to suffer with me.
It's true. It's true. That should be the name of my. Let's name that. Let's make a podcast and name that the name of it. If I have to suffer, we'll just watch sad cartoons back in the day and just wallow in it.
Oh no.
Brian's also in a band called My Christmas Morning that recently got back together, and they're releasing music soon. This has nothing to do with anything, but I'm just so sick of Charlie Brown's sad. They went back to the sad music.
Right, right. It's sort of lounge music all throughout.
That's true. That's true.
It's not necessarily sad all that. Like, this is their idea of a neutral sound.
You know what? Maybe because I don't have a leather jacket on. Because I feel like you're lounging right now, and I'm just high anxiety Christmas stress.
I'm so laid back at some point.
And I'm literally on the edge of my seat right now, just like, oh no, nothing's gonna go right for Christmas. Is that his sister?
Oh yeah, maybe. She's got a long list of demands for him now that he's the director of this whole operation.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's very on point. I don't know if you guys know this out there, but I was actually an actor, failed, and when I'd be on set, actors would constantly go to the director with all their ideas and all their foolishness. It was always terrible. Oh, he just said, "Are you my sister?" Or something, my sister. The subtitles are still in Spanish, which neither Brian or I speak. What is this now?
Okay, the dance scene.
Okay.
Everybody's on the theater stage. You would imagine they're rehearsing for something.
Also, still no adults, no principals, no teacher, nothing. Just other kids in charge of other kids.
They've all got their own one dance move. The music is non-specific. It's hard to pinpoint what genre that would even be. This girl appears to be wearing waffles.
Is that Patty Mayonnaise? Oh no, that's from Doug. Also notice what they said. Okay, so they're doing a play right now. Just catch up on where the story is. They're doing a play. Charlie Brown, as Brian said, is self-appointed director of said play, despite having nothing at all in the way of artistic vision or even happiness or even personality. He's just bummed out. He was just going around bumming everybody out. And they're like, "We're doing a play." And he's like, "I want to be in charge of it." And as two of the actresses in the play said, "Oh, Charlie Brown's in charge of this play," she said, "Oh no, Charlie Brown's in charge. We're doomed." So that's the name of the person who this movie is about, ladies and gentlemen. Other characters say we're doomed because of him. Where was this recorded, in a basement?
There's always been like a real lack of discipline between Charlie and Snoopy. Like, Snoopy is just mocking him all the time. He's got no boundaries at all, and they just let him hang.
Seriously, it's almost disrespectful.
Like, he's really He's really having a negative impact on Charlie's self-esteem, and it's not what you want in a dog.
Brian is the dog owner, so he knows.
I mean, dog is not that different from Snoopy now that you mention it.
It's true. It's true. He does play guitar and dance just like Snoopy is in this scene. He also did get on stage when I tried to put together a play. Sweet Baby Cookie was like, "Listen, having it." Started playing guitar.
All right, fascist Charlie Brown has entered the scene. No, this dancing is not working for me, bud.
Because if there's anything that I've learned about doing anything that's worthwhile or enjoying, it's worthwhile or has enjoyment, it's that having fun should never be a part of it. As a matter of fact, I make it a point to never have fun. I'm not having any fun right now.
Oh, in comes the dusty kid. Nobody, his teachers, his parents, nobody ever addresses how filthy this fucking kid is. Oh, sorry.
He has it's okay. Our editors will take care of it. He has he has a cloud of dust. So his name is Pigpen. For those of you, for the uninitiated, Peanuts. I gotta pause. Let me break this down because I'm assuming that our audience enjoys their lives and doesn't subject themselves to this. Just for the uninitiated, Peanuts is the name of the actual, like I said before, comic strip that Charlie Brown is based on. Now, the Peanuts gang was the name of the crew of kids that Charlie Brown basically like just made miserable with his sadness. Now there was different characters. There was, as Brian said before, the the alleged LGBTQ ones, Patty and I can't remember the other girl's name. There was Linus, who I think is Charlie's best friend. There was the blonde one. There was Shorter, who I think played piano. I'm like, I think these are the names. If not, Google existed as 2022, almost 2023, so you guys can figure this out. Pigpen now, the Brian was pointing out, was the dirty one who would just walk around with a cloud of dirt just all over him. I did think Pigpen was black, but I don't know. It was the
Did
50,
you?
maybe I was hoping he was. I don't think there's a black character in Peanuts.
I
don't think there is.
It's not for me to.
like, tread carefully. Tread carefully. All right.
I'm Well,
let's see where this goes.
Having
No, go ahead.
Having
please.
set him up as this dirty piece of shit, I really wish that you would. Oh, geez. Okay, sorry.
No, we know. This was a comic from the 50s. We know Pigpen was the black kid.
Oh no! Oh no, he might be. No. I think there's a real black kid in here.
What was his name?
And it's easy to tell.
Was his name Jerome?
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna watch Charlie Brown Christmas Eve Black.
That's fine.
Maybe
he'll make an appearance.
I'm sure he will. Maybe like at a gas station attendant or a janitor.
Please make an appearance.
It's gonna be Pigpen, and we're gonna have an uproar. We're both getting canceled today. Yes, finally. I wanted to go ahead in a blaze of cancel culture glory. Send all your hate mail to @fallweather. just send it to him.
Been meaning to change my handle anyway.
Nope. All right, let's get back to this. Uh-oh. Can you hear anything? Oh, there was nothing happening. So we're back at it. Lucy's now young at the other kids. All the kids are just dancing on the stage.
Oh, Lucy in support of Charlie.
Because like you said, she's manipulating him and destroying him emotionally. Mm-hmm. At this point, honestly, I think Charlie Brown probably ends up married to Lucy because that kind of psychological torture.
I think so too. She's a real alpha and he's obviously not.
Yes.
I don't imagine it's a real loving, comfortable sort of relationship.
Listen,
but I
it
think
never
that's
is.
how it goes.
It never is.
You gotta pair with someone.
Exactly. Have you ever? To those of you out there, just get it over with. These kids are all so miserable. There's another kid complaining now about his part. So to Brian's point, Lucy is now straight up like just taking over control as the alpha male she is. Charlie is like still yelling at like a wall or something like that with his fascist mega horn. Linus, who has attachment issues because clearly one of his parents have left, he has a blanket with him all the time.
You know what's really standing out to me about Linus here is he has these curved hairs that sort of
go past his head.
They go past his head on both sides. So it's like, what? I had this issue with Stewie Griffin for a long time where I was like, is his hair going back or forward? And depending on the episode, it would be different.
They would switch the direction of it. Absolutely, yes. And when they did that side profile in one episode, I think I had to check myself into a psychiatric ward for at least a month because I just couldn't handle it.
Oh yeah, the little kid that
plays piano.
Plays spectacular piano.
Okay, look at Pig Man. Tell
And
me
Charlie
about
doesn't even like that.
What is the what play? What is the okay? I don't know what the play is supposed to be. They just Charlie and Lucy just yelling at everyone who does anything. So when they were dancing,
That's true. It's a real communication issue. Like nobody has explained to anybody what the show's supposed to be, and I think that's what's going on. Unless it really was just sort of a dance party.
which is fine because as a fan of dance parties, Dance Party Plus, Dance Dance Revolution, Just Dance by Fall Out Boy.
And if I may, I hear all the things you're saying, and I
Thank
like it
you,
a lot.
thank you.
Um, the dirty young man is back on the screen, and there's absolutely no chance this is
Yeah, okay.
anything but a dirty little white boy.
Okay, I will say to Brian, I was hoping that Pigpen would be shown as the black one, just because that would be a situational minefield to navigate for Brian. But he is just a average dirty boy, average neglected child, a latchkey kid, if you will. Um,
At best, he doesn't seem to live indoors at all.
he might not even go to the school. Okay, the audio. Do you notice the audio of this entire production? Like it sounds literally like they recorded it on like a phone.
Yeah, it does seem like they were maybe outside of a jazz club when they were doing the voiceover or something.
Could you imagine? Yeah, scat. Hey guys, what are you guys doing out here? Oh, just recording this Charlie Brown Christmas episode. Y'all want in? Is Big Pen black? He is. There it is. Let's do some spoken word during this during this episode. Charlie Brown, you are brown on the outside.
Oh God, good grief!
Okay.
His
Oh, is that from this?
yeah.
Yeah.
Good grief, the originator. That or Garfield? No.
No, I think it's
Not
this. I think you're
Garfield,
right.
It's this.
Hold on.
Yeah, we might want to cover Garfield at some point. There's a lot going on there.
Seriously.
But he has just lost his only support in Lucy. Lucy's in good spirits, though. Maybe she's taking over his job. It's hard to tell. We're watching this in Spanish, kind of.
Yeah.
There seems to be a shepherd in the mix.
There is, which just I don't know. Is this the story of Jesus now? But there's just a shepherd. Wow.
Christmas is a big commercial racket. We all know it says Lucy.
Unbelievable. This was clearly made for adults. There's no way this is a kid's show.
By commies?
Trying to take down capitalism.
Anti-capitalist.
we all we all know Christmas was created by big companies to sell to little man for consumerism purposes. What kid is like, yeah, that's the best part of Christmas? The politics.
Biggest aluminum tree you can find. I do recall this and why they chose an aluminum tree.
I thought
they went hunting for an aluminum tree outdoors where you would find trees.
Are you sure it's an aluminum tree? She said aluminum tree.
She said aluminum tree.
I was talking
visually, I remember that.
I remember the sad tree with one ball. But aluminum trees, they can't be real. Are they real? You know what? I don't know.
Oh, that's Festivus?
Festivus for the rest of us? Seriously, Charlie Brown has not said one positive thing this entire episode. He yelled at his friends. He yelled at his dog. I think he yelled at me and Brian at one point. We were not even in this show. And now he goes up to a bunch of beautiful trees and he says, fantastic. And he picks the most pathetic tree I've ever seen. That's the aluminum tree?
That is, of all the trees in this yard, that is...
He goes for the most unattractive one. He must be trying to get a 3 a.m.er. If you guys don't know what a 3 a.m.er is, it's the least desirable person left at the club at 3 a.m. that you might have a chance with. Doesn't matter what it is. This tree is a 3 a.m.er. If you don't know what 3 a.m. is, it's a time after 2 a.m. when you should have left the club at 1. So now we're back to Lucy straight up laying on Schroeder's piano. Okay, Schroeder is
Is that his name?
Schroeder. I think it's Schroeder.
Okay.
Because I think he's named after some kind of I can't think of it right now.
Fair enough. And we gave him a lot of credit, but he always played that one Beethoven song that we all know.
That's true. As Lucy just says, Beethoven wasn't so great, and Schroeder is insulted. These are the most negative group of kids I've ever seen in my life. You would think they were raised on TikTok and Instagram the way they act. Like everything is just trash.
He still seems to kind of be floating around while he's just sitting there.
His bottom
But
half is not moving with the
we didn't have the technology to keep them
No.
still, I guess.
Listen, this was recorded outside of a jazz club, and it was drawn by hand.
This is a flip book.
Snoopy is now dancing to Schroeder. I still don't know what this play is about. The shepherd is no longer there. The shepherd is with Charlie Brown looking for a tree. What is this supposed to be?
He's
Like,
way off rhythm too. Snoopy's dancing to this jazz music being played, and he's just not even.
no,
He's not even close.
not trying. And Schroeder stopped playing his jazz music. Why are these kids so obsessed with jazz? I've never met a child who's like, Dad, why is every child my
And
son?
we're back to Beethoven. Oh my god.
Also, so like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. I've never met a child who said, "Put on that jazz real quick." Scat, scat, jazz.
Dad.
Like,
Okay,
man.
Lucy trying to explain what Christmas is to this boy because
Well, she explained it. Right? She said it's consumerism or what did she say again? She said it's a monument to capitalism or something like that. What child in the 50s would even know what capitalism is? It was still under the guise of building up this great country. They didn't know what it was yet.
wow, they're really milking this
One
learning a
scene.
Christmas song sequence. Yeah,
Seriously. Well, Schroeder just hate played Jingle Bells for Lucy, while Charlie Brown came in with the saddest tree ever. Guys,
so proud of himself.
like,
Just not getting it.
I think the lesson behind Charlie Brown was just don't try. Just don't ever try. Never for any reason ever in life ever try anything.
He was ahead of his time.
Yeah. It took me
People hate effort.
That's true.
There's one thing I know.
That's true. The skits on YouTube or the on Instagram that do the most, not the ones where I did high production values or try to act. No. The ones where I just put on chapstick and have ashy lips. That's it. They don't. Who need you? You want your deep messages? You want your meanings? You want your intelligence? Bump that.
Everybody laughing Charlie out of the room here over his tree. That
'Cause
seems
he
to
came
keep
with those-
growing its leaves back.
He can't listen. Yes, he's. Hold on. I gotta pause. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. So, guys, just to explain to you guys what's happening right now. Brian, please back me up. Charlie Brown rolled up in here, and first of all, he yelled at all of his friends consistently throughout this entire situation. Has not told anybody what this play is about.
Absolutely.
Lucy comes up and she makes Linus into with the what's the with the oh my goodness, Linus with the blue thing. What did he turn into again? Oh my goodness,
You just don't know.
The shepherd.
Oh, a shepherd.
Yes.
Sure.
Linus magically turns into a shepherd. So Lucy's like, you know what, Charlie, you're annoying me. Go get an aluminum tree, which I still don't know if that exists. Charlie and Linus go walk past the most beautiful trees you've ever seen in your life, drawn in the 1950s, of course, the most beautiful trees you've ever seen in your life. He grabs the most not even the decrepit. Right. Seriously, looks like it was a forest fire.
He's really seeking praise that he hasn't earned. He was sent to do one task, and he did not come back with an aluminum tree.
Failed miserably, and then said, "My life is a disaster." Again, showing that this is truly truly a show for children, because that's what every child will sit here. And then is now his friends, as Brian said, laughed at him and walked away. Again, we don't know what this play is about. We don't know why the sad Christmas tree is here. We don't know why there was a shepherd. We just know that Charlie Brown is just using it to make himself sadder.
And they've changed directors a number of times, as if there's any direction to be given or found.
or like no props, no script, no and why are the adults letting these kids just like run roughshod into this auditorium?
What adults? There hasn't been one adult in this whole thing, and they're in the school.
This is okay. I know we don't remember Charlie Brown, but this is an egregious oversight. That there's not one. Even Muppet Babies had the legs of somebody. You know what I mean? Jimmy Neutron or Fairly Odd Parents or Cow and Chicken. They had legs.
Sure. I was gonna say just a moment ago, Snoopy didn't have legs, and then the moment he wanted to have legs, he had legs. They didn't. He didn't stand up. He just had legs all of a sudden.
So you're saying this is a fever dream? Maybe Charlie Brown was never real. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe at the end of the day, it was just the figment of Charlie Brown's sad imagination, and he's just sitting in his room looking out his window at kids that he does not know playing. And in his mind, his dog can and cannot have legs. He's trying to get psychiatric. Okay, hold on. This
is Fight Club.
Seriously, yes. Yes, there never were any group of kids. These are all just manifestations of of Charlie Brown's psyche. Lucy is the alpha that he can't be. Linus is his childhood. Snoopy is the free spirit. Schroeder is the artistry. Like they're all. Could you see? I mean, I was kidding when I started
It's
saying this.
it explains the sort of one dimensionality of everybody. Like this kid is just dirty and sad. This kid is just emotional. Like there's not really any depth behind any of it.
That is true. That is 100% true. You're right. They're like
Other than his own inner demons. And Snoopy is just this. I can't even. I
he's just
can't even with Snoopy. Get out of here,
a
Snoopy.
flippant. He's a mascot. I'll be honest with you, but Brian's absolutely right that there's no depth to these. I mean, granted, it's a kid show, but if you're talking about capitalism and the depths of the human psyche and whatever phobia, excuse me, sorry, whatever phobia, then you're clearly like walking on, I mean, walking. You're clearly operating on a different level emotionally and mentally when it comes to this show. So I think you could have written a nuanced character for each one of these children, but no, they're one note because they are just representations. It's like Inside Out. Anger, joy, sadness. That's what this is. Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie Brown is not a cartoon. It is a psychological breakdown of a man who liked a girl and was turned down. Let's finish this movie so I can move on with my life. Charlie Brown trying to figure out the spirit of Christmas or whatever. What are we doing here?
Tearing down capitalism, I think.
That's true. Let's not forget what the whole spirit of Christmas is about. Return your gifts,
Okay.
children.
Confirmed. There is a much larger piano that they haven't been using. And that's the only other thing in the auditorium.
That's true. And who are they doing this play for? Now, the play has just started after the directors have been fired right and left and replaced. And now Linus is giving a speech about. Wait a minute. Okay, we went full Christian with this just now because now he's giving the. Okay, so Linus is giving what Christmas is about, giving a recitation, I guess, and he went full Bible with it, which is I mean, it's just unexpected because
No one invited him to do a monologue.
That's why I'm
He's just
confused.
out here now.
Someone put a spotlight on.
freestyling.
He just like literally offered this information up.
It's truly a Mean Girls moment. He's just
You don't even go here. Hey kid, get off the stage. Hey kid, get off the stage. No applause. He finished his speech to nothing. Silence. Like, what? Oh my goodness. If this is how this ends.
So the idea there was just to teach Charlie what Christmas was about. Unfortunately, I don't know about you. I wasn't really listening to what he was saying.
No, I was talking over it.
So we may never know.
No, I gave up a while ago. Lucy already broke it down for us. Capitalism and consumerism. There's nothing else to learn.
And there are also twin girls here that I didn't notice ever in my whole life.
I looked away for a moment and I missed those twin girls, and I'm afraid I'll never see them again. And I'll just wonder what twins you're talking about for the rest of my days. And Charlie, did anyone learn anything from this?
He's carrying the
I see twin girls.
He's carrying the tree around like a pet. I don't know what he's doing
is.
with this. Is it for the play or not?
He's probably gonna die with it in his hands. That's it. So now they're doing a voiceover of Linus's speech that nobody asked for, but they're making it seem as though Linus is now dead because it's a voiceover, even though Linus is right next to him. So, but like Brian said,
it's almost wishing upon a star for some Christmas spirit, and he just resolved to like be happy all of a sudden. There was nothing
that has never worked in the history of man ever. Just saying, I'll be happy. There was a song called "Don't Worry, Be Happy." That person is upset.
That person is dead.
Probably. Wow. I thought it was over because it faded to black, but it insists on.
To be clear, we are deep in the third act, and really not much has been
revealed, happened, anything
explained, resolved.
What was the play about? Why now it's a competition because now Charlie just walked up to Snoopy's doghouse, Snoopy, mortal enemy of Brian, and somehow Snoopy won first place in whatever it is. Charlie Brown put one ornament on his pathetic tree. Oh, jeez. I can't even continue what I'm saying. Charlie Brown put one ornament on his sad tree and it tipped over. He said, "Oh, everything I do with the instrument of doom." I don't know what he said. Something sad.
Abandoned it right away, by the way.
He did.
He didn't know going in this was a sad tree. So all the other kids come along and they're sort of offsetting Charlie's attitude about it. They're trying to recover the tree.
Seriously.
Turn it into a positive here. see what we can do.
Once again, it's Linus who is now just carrying Charlie Brown's emotional weight, like just way more than any human being should.
So what they've done is rob Snoopy of his decorations on his doghouse and applied it to the tree that now looks like a tree.
Yes, somehow. Well, it's much to Brian's delight because he hates Snoopy.
Seems to have taken pine needles from somewhere and really filled the tree out.
No, seriously, guys, this tree was at most a branch or or a dead tree, and now it's a full-on evergreen. And now they're singing at the tree. Oh, and they just oh
They're
my
singing
goodness,
a lot of oohs because it's easy to animate, and I
that's true.
don't appreciate when people do that.
And Charlie Brown comes in like a house of fire. What's going on here? Upset. Listen, Charlie Brown, you need to calm down. Someone needs to just. Lucy tried to emotionally manipulate him. It clearly didn't work enough. And now they're just yelling "Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown." But why? But why? Why for any of this? Charlie Brown came in how?
So, okay, here's okay. What? Oh, the credits are rolling.
Oh, so we're done.
All right, so we're just so that's how
just-
it's going to be. We're
so we're
just
done.
not going to explain it.
Yeah.
So what's going on now is they're out in the snow following this tree fixing situation. Now suddenly they're well rehearsed and all of them are singing the same thing. None of this was going on in the theater.
No.
They never got around to doing the play that they
No.
were rehearsing.
No.
Whatever that was.
The shepherd is no longer the star of this play. Luck is coming on next from Apple TV Plus. Because you're interested in that. Okay, so
All right, so this is the wow.
yeah. So
Initial thoughts.
oh well, okay. So obviously, Charlie Brown is a psychological minefield. It's obviously was created. I take this earbud out of my ear because it's driving me crazy.
All right.
It was obviously created by somebody who needed probably therapy, but it was the 50s. So if you needed therapy, they'd be like, "You're being a kook," and you had to just kind of get over it. As your dad was drinking whiskey and your mom was like selling Tupperware. I don't know how the 50s work. And yeah, I just your thoughts, Brian. I can't even process it right now because I'm still upset by that song.
It's interesting that all of the characters seem to be dealing with the same issues. They're all at some point in the episode very annoyed by something. On a dime, they turn it right around at the slightest sign of inspiration. And it's weird that Charlie is even the focus of this because he doesn't really stand out as a character, as far as I'm concerned.
Unless
Other than being the owner of the dog, he's the thread that ties them to the dog that I really just wish we didn't have in the story at all.
Like it's. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be like comic relief, but Snoopy, like he's just
Fall short every time.
seriously. I don't get the point of him. I know that speaking of Family Guy, as you said before, Charlie Brown and Snoopy's relationship is what inspired Stewie and Brian to go on the many adventures as they go on, and it's kind of like weird that that's what Seth MacFarlane was inspired by because there's nothing about Charlie Brown and Stewie's relationship that would make me think, oh, this would be right for comedy. It would be like clearly behind closed doors he beats Snoopy or the other way around. But there's some
Or
sort
he
of
needs to.
he needs to be. You're right. Yes, you're absolutely right. Because Snoopy he's an out of control menace. Snoopy's like an untrained child who like knows the parents won't do anything, so he just laughs in Charlie Brown's face. Then you have, like Brian said, the psychological torture of Lucy. You have everyone's just mad at each other, and then at the end they sing. And listen, I mean, I've seen Tyler Perry movies, I've seen musicals, I've seen High School Musical. When you all start singing at the end, it may seem like things are okay, but there's not that much psychological torment in High School Musical. Usually it's just, trying to play basketball while, I don't know, singing at the same time. I don't know, whatever. The point is, Charlie Brown, Charlie Brown is extremely sad. So these kids try to sing at the end, but we've learned nothing. Linus gave a speech out of nowhere. I don't even know why they were getting the tree. Was that supposed to be for the play?
No, it's just hope and pray the world fixes your problems for you, I guess. By the way, I'm sure this could be fact checked, but I can't think of a time when it was ever proven that Snoopy was Charlie's dog.
That is true.
He just lives outside with a doghouse, but there are no fences anywhere. He's just, just some dog.
Has he ever?
Maybe that's what it is. He's just a loose dog.
You know what? As a matter of fact, as a matter of fact, I don't think he is Charlie's dog because there's a movie called Snoopy Come Home, and Snoopy belongs to a young girl, and it's like the most depressing cartoon ever, and it's just Snoopy like being out and about Gallivanting. I know.
That's how Charlie acquired him. Just some poor girl loses
I
her dog.
think, yeah, I think that's what it is. I think, and you guys can.
It's
Oh,
so consistent with the universe of
yeah.
Charlie Brown. Absolutely.
That he would kidnap a dog. He probably kidnapped the dog and then got mad at the girl for him kidnapping the dog. And the girl got mad at him. And then they sang at each other. And then everyone just let it go.
For one child to be happy, another has to be sad.
The Highlander rule of life. Like, okay.
What are the 3 questions this week?
They changed. They changed week to week.
You know what though? I really wish at some point along the way, somebody had marked Snoopy.
There
got it in.
There it is. I was holding up the entire episode so you can get that. I was like, I'll give him the Merc line.
11th hour every time.
There you go. So the 3 questions that we usually ask, and by we I mean me, is why did you like it? So why did you, Brian, like Charlie Brown? Did you like Charlie Brown?
Oh, that's a different question. Well, I liked, you know what? I enjoyed aspects of it.
What? Of what we just saw? Are you serious?
Yeah, well, I liked that it was short.
Okay.
Like,
didn't last.
I like
long.
that it had an old-timey charm. They throw you some curveballs. When you watch a cartoon, you sort of know the beats. You know exactly how, okay, we're in Act 2. This is where all the conflict happens, and we start working our way towards a resolution here. In this case, there was no resolution. Nothing was accomplished. And it kept me guessing the whole way through. In fact, even at the end, when the credits roll, I was very confused by the fact that we were at the end.
So you like the Big Lebowski approach to Charlie Brown, where like
I like the surprise of it all.
Just okay. I mean, okay. So that's why you would. So you're saying it would hold up now, but remember the thing is, why did you like it?
Would it hold up? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I never liked it ever.
Oh, there we go.
And now I think it holds up.
Wow.
Big jump.
Okay. So wow.
I think this is the kind of thing that our generation needs. Is to understand, or at least to understand that you don't always get a happy ending with everything all the time.
Listen, we're in our 30s. I think we understand that.
Sometimes you just gotta all be sad and then just go, all right.
So still riding that emo bus
on it.
Yep. Okay. So that notwithstanding, which you know what? Okay, so to your point, you're saying that Charlie Brown, I need to get this completely right. Is this okay, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot explain to you how much I hate this character. Brian may just hate Snoopy, but I hate all of this. I hate this universe. I hate this show. I hate the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I hate.
We didn't get a lot of the greatest hits though either. We didn't get the football thing.
No, we didn't get Good Grief. No. You know, honestly, because it was such a sad movie. They were like, let's not put anything that anybody would like in it. Let's make it the most unlikable thing ever. So when Brian says that he wants us as a culture to watch Charlie Brown be psychologically tormented, get a crappy tree, and have no resolution, and kind of meander through a non-existent play. You know what? And this is gonna be even crazier. I think those kids all might be dead. Forget about the personalities; they might all be dead because nobody came in that theater. There's no parents. Oh, you know what? Oh my goodness, that's a whole different avenue to go.
Oh, that is why. Oh, okay.
Right.
That's why she's playing a doctor. We have
exactly.
This is Lord of the Flies.
Yes, there we go. So all the parents are gone. All the parents were gone there, right?
Marked.
Yes. 2 for 2. This man, get this man a medal. Get him a Dane Cook CD and his. Side note, ladies and gentlemen, Brian is a massive Dane Cook fan to this day. The dude used to dress like Dane Cook. I'd be like, Brian Peoples, he'd be like, no, call me DC, baby. DC.
I've seen multiple Dane Cook shows
live
in Los Angeles,
and
where I lived for a long time. I'm very Los Angeles.
Did you ever see him in person?
I did a lot. That's what I just said, I think.
No, not live shows. Did you actually meet Dane Cook one-on-one, shake his hand?
Oh, yeah. Before that, I worked on a film of his, and I forgot about that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I did.
Wait, what? What movie?
It was called, like, American Exit or something. It did not get a lot of attention. That was years back.
Wait.
Maybe 5 years ago.
What did you do on the... Wait. Well, hold on.
I did a little, like, Foley editing. I don't think I got rolling credits on that, but I was new at the time.
Did you meet him?
Yeah.
On the set?
Not on the set. It's post-production, yeah.
And did you say like, "Hey, Dane Cook, I used to like follow you in college," or "I love just"? I'm not even kidding anymore. Now I'm being serious. I'm very invested in this.
It's just a charming.
But you didn't say that you used to listen to CDs back in the day, like Retaliation. No, okay. I'm actually a Dane Cook fan. I was throw shade at Brian.
No, he puts on a great show. If we're being honest,
very entertaining, very high energy. Even now, he's like 50-something years old. So what'd you say to him? Like I know you had to work, obviously, but did you mention? I know you had to be professional and
Oh, not
whatever.
much. No. I met him in passing, and then I went to do post-production stuff. I wasn't, like, working with him through the film. It was like we were, like, replacing his footsteps and
Gotcha.
stuff like that, yeah.
Just like sound, whatever
Yeah,
correction.
audio post-production,
There
yeah.
we go. That's awesome, though, man. Oh my goodness, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So, wow, wow. Okay, sorry, I gotta switch gears.
Next
Like,
time you hear Dane Cook walking,
I know, just think Brian did that. As a matter of fact, one time I saw him walking, but it was silent, and I think he didn't know you yet.
I was out
So you were
that day.
there. I was like, it took me right out of the movie. It was like, what?
There will
What
be
is
no walking without him.
seriously? What is this guy doing? And then, Brian made exit wounds with him, or with exit.
Really going off the rails.
Sorry.
American Exit?
Yes, American Exit.
I don't even know if I have that right.
And
Yeah.
okay, so I want to see that actually. We might watch that on the next episode. Why did I like it?
I never saw it in full. We probably should.
Okay, well there we go.
Why did we like Dane Cook?
Okay, there we go.
I still like Dane Cook.
Yes,
That's
me too.
easy.
I
That's
know.
too easy.
But hold on, no. No, they don't know. They don't know that. They don't know us. Okay, they listen to our
We
podcast.
just explained a lot.
We did. I know we told them they know us actually at this point. But okay, guys, let's play along for right now. Hello, Brian. How are you? I mean, who are you? We don't know each other.
Mike? Mike, is it?
Yes. Now we have amnesia apparently. We should do Why Did I Like Dane Cook or something to that effect. I do like that. To put a button on this episode before we wrap this thing up because it's been going on for 55 minutes. Now, may I please I want to point out that whenever it's me alone rambling and ranting and raving about things from back in the 90s, I'm told under no uncertain circumstances to hurry up. And it's like, cut it down to 5 seconds. My overlord over here wants me to have 5-minute episodes, which is physically impossible. I sound like a rambling fool. But now that he's here with his leather jacket and his turtleneck and his Dane Cook bragging and his Charlie Brown bashing ways and his LA lifestyle, he's like, hey man, let us go for an hour or two, baby.
Don't even worry about it. This is gonna get cut down to 5 minutes anyway.
All right, good. Just have just do this. Just release it as the Dane Cook episode, and we'll just discuss that one part. But I do want to get some real quick, rapid fire thoughts before we wrap this up about this.
Hit it.
I'm gonna say a word. First thing that comes to your mind: Charlie Brown.
Christmas.
Football.
Oh.
It has to be rapid fire. Let's start
Okay,
this. Let's start this again. Let's run this back.
start over again.
Okay. Rapid fire. Okay. Charlie Brown.
Christmas.
Snoopy.
Ugh.
Linus.
Gross.
Lucy.
Mean.
Pigpen.
Dirty.
I know some of you say black kid.
White.
Schroeder.
I don't remember who that is.
The one with the piano.
Oh, redundant.
Twins with purple dresses.
Elusive.
Christmas special.
Happening right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is it right there. I have been the nefarious Mike A. Sims, and you've been the Overlord Brian Peoples. Now, I feel like we've dragged this episode out long enough. I've had a blast. What did you think? How was it? Your first time here?
I had a good time. It's weird getting in. We've been staring at ourselves on video the whole time, and I found that really distracting.
I do
Other than that, I'm
every
loving
day. Every day. If I can get through a day without seeing myself on the screen or on camera, then I don't know if that day was worth it. So this has been time well spent to me. But again, I've been the nefarious Mike A. Sims. You can follow me on Instagram, YouTube, any of those things, TikTok at Mike A. Sims, and they can find you where?
If you want your own quality program, you could find us at peoplesmedianetwork.com, not the handle on Instagram. We don't use that really yet.
Okay, so for the last 12 episodes,
That's right. I appreciate the thought, though.
There's
nothing on the Instagram.
Okay. So to everybody who's ever gone on there for the past 12 episodes, I apologize.
I'll chop it. I'm going to chop this. I don't want to discourage people from Instagram in case
it's fine. It's on the live, and there's nobody watching us on live, so it's fine. They don't know what's going on anyway. But yeah, seriously, all jokes aside, thank you so much for being here, Brian. It's been a pleasure. We will do this again soon. We might just end up making this the podcast going forward.
It's my joy. Yeah, no, it's really fun. It's really fun. Once I got used to the whole staring at us in the video in front of our face, it was a blast.
Yeah, you kind of forget the camera's there after a while. Like one time I walked by naked in front of this and was going just for a while, and then I got the complaints and it's a whole thing.
Yeah. My biggest gripe with the show, really, honestly, to date, is that I always want to add in my own commentary because I always go, you know what? I think he would appreciate this thought, but he's just not here to hear it, and there goes that.
And I did appreciate it. It was awesome to have a co-host here. So you want to send us out with the catchphrase? You know the catchphrase, you
I know the catchphrase. I know. Get no.
All right. So send us home with the catchphrase, Brian. I've been the Forest Mike A.
I
Sims.
am, of course. He is, of course, the nefarious Mike A. Sims, and we and we will see you on the flip side of humanity. Merry Christmas. I'm so glad it was rolling. I was so nervous it wasn't. Not having it in front of me, it makes me so nervous.
Yeah,
Oh God. Okay.
No, it starts up later.
That's good. That just means we weren't talking at the same time.
Yeah, you came after me because when we first started, I was thinking that's what I know. All right, this is going to be the Charlie Brown Christmas. Hopefully, it's good.
I'm psyched to edit this. I already kind of forget a lot of things.
So I normally just listen for a little bit when I put it through, just to kind of get a sense of what it sounds like. I don't sound like I'm like rambling right now because I'm tired, but I loved it.
What's nice is it really is going to get cut down a bunch. Not a ton, but
That's fine.
You know.
I know there's some things in there where we were just vamping on. There was like silence, so we were just watching the
movie. The beginning was weird. Yeah. I wasn't expecting to
have to dive right into it. We're still streaming. We're still on YouTube. We're still on YouTube just talking. Oh. Don't worry, there's no viewers. There's zero. I love it. I absolutely love it. This is like my favorite part of this whole thing. Yeah, we're still here, ladies and gentlemen. If you're still here, you can see us.
Do you have are you able to download this whole video?
Yeah, of course.
You're right. Okay,
yes.
Cool.
I can't tell.
Yeah, I definitely want the video for that. I want to get screen grabs and stuff.
Oh yeah, of course. And as you can see the setup, we can actually get some lights behind us, maybe a picture or two, maybe a picture of me behind me, a picture of me behind you. just a picture here.
Just wear a mask.
Yeah, and it'll just be like the Mike and Mike show. So I'm very happy to have to do this. Why are we still doing podcasts?
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We go. It's like no, we're still streaming. I'm really gonna let this go. I feel like doing it. If you are,
it is amazing we made it this far without ever recording a podcast.
I know. I was just thinking, why is this the first? Well, okay. To be honest with you, I was gonna do one through Zoom because I just wasn't. It seemed like a headache. Like when I saw you.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's not that fun.
But you have to be next to each other, chill, crack jokes, do whatever. Kind of get a sense of you just get like a sense of I don't know, just humanity.
Charlie Brown was the right move.
It was.
This is the kind of.
But that was torturous. I hate Charlie Brown. I can't. Honestly, at some point I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore. I just wanted to turn it off. I was like, that's just.
And I do love that about the show. Just bail on your own idea.
All right, gentlemen, we're out of here. That's it. I'm gonna give Brian this 1 hour and 2 minute video. And that's Brian waving bye. So that's